Good morning, students. Class 10 English Reader, Book Resolution, Chapter 3 Growing Up Pains. Life is hard, I tell myself as I stand before the mirror and watch acne, that dreaded scum of a disease, playing havoc with my face. I wish I could drive the pimples out with a wave of the hand. Then I tell myself that acne is a temporary ravage that makes life a little less comfortable for a teenager, but it is a sure sign of a child molting into an adult. The narrator of the story himself is standing in front of the mirror, watching his acne, as you can understand, the red pimples that creates a kind of fear as it's a layer of dirt that is destroying his face. Looking at these acnes, he feels that the life is quite hard. And he makes a wish that how convenient it would be if he could drive away these pimples just with a wave of his hand. Then he tells himself that this acne is a temporary ravage that makes life a little less comfortable. So he is not bothered much about that. Ravage means the word meaning is damage. So, on contrary, he takes it in a positive sense, stating, but it is a sure sign of a child molting into an adult. That means, molting, the word means, you can say, the way for a new growth. Life is tough. I turn away from the mirror when it strikes me like a bolt of lightning. Bolt means a flash of light. As he is turning away from the mirror, suddenly he realizes my voice has turned rough, almost raucous, it grates, if I may add. That means his voice has turned rough, almost harsh, and grates means you can understand the word stating that it is making an unpleasant sound. Where has my sweet soft voice gone? Have I caught a cold? Such gruffness goes hand in hand with a cold. That means this kind of voice comes only when a person is having cold. Now the word gruffness means again a rough and low sound which is having low pitch. But the common cold and I have nothing to do with each other, at least at this moment. Now he's confident that at this moment he's not having cold. Is there an uncommon cold? A light banter lifts my spirits. Now the word banter means you can say the friendly way of teasing, a friendly way of teasing. That's a exchange of friendly thoughts in a teasing way. A common cold is common to all mankind, but every time I catch a cold, it becomes an uncommon one for Appa and Amma. Now he's talking about his parents. When it happens that if he's having cold, they get worried to an extent that they think that it may be dangerous for the narrator, it could kill, so they force him to be into bed all the time, send for the doctor who pumps all sorts of medicine into his system. That means prescribes a lot of medicines. When I tease them for being overprotective, they grunt. Now when he's in a fun way teasing them that why you people are so overprotective, they utter in a low sound to express their feelings, saying that how would you know? You are too young to understand our fears. Our only child, the apple of our eye. Now, if you know that in Hindi, it is called like Anka Tara, that the phrase is like apple of an eye. It's an idiom, as if they understand my fear. Now, the narrator thinks that his parents, are only discussing about their fears. They have never tried or they are not trying to understand about the fears which the narrator, being a teenager, is facing right now. I too have my fear. It was not there till the other day. That means the previous day. Till the previous day, there was no such kind of fear. But he is surprised at how suddenly, from where it has come, it has appeared. It fills all my waking thoughts and haunts my dreams too. Haunts means he is, causing these thoughts are causing problems. I try to dispel the fear. Now he is very much, making himself, trying to satisfy himself, making himself understand that I have tried a lot to make them disappear. I tell myself only cowards fear. I'm no coward. But this bravado doesn't last long. That means the thought that he's not a coward doesn't last for longer time. Again, he is thinking that the more I think of it, the stronger becomes the hold of this fear. That means the more he is thinking, the more he is getting into the hold of the fear. I am no longer my usual self. I have become a stranger to myself. Till the other day, that means the previous day, he is talking about the previous day. I used to feel happy when Amma walked in unannounced. That means without any information, she used to enter his room. He liked it. She used to survey his room, gently chided me. Now, chided means she is scolding him that is this a room or a pigsty? Pigsty word means you can say a dirty and untidy room, and quickly got down to the task of cleaning the room. Now she used to enter the room without any information or any kind of announcement. Started, she used to scold the narrator that what kind of untidy room you have, create made it, and she used to start cleaning the room. She would work at it with all, you can say, total dedication. The books would go back into the bookcase or side rack, the caps and pens pulled apart by me. That means the narrator, he has used them but not placed them back to their original places, would get reunited. Bits and pieces of crayons that dot the floor, which were scattered on the floor, would go into the bin. The dust would be swept off the table and the room gained a fresh look. How I hate her now when she does that. Now again the narrator has a thought that till previous day all these things happened but I liked them. I never avoided or ignored. But right now at present I am not liking it. Maybe it's a thought that a feeling that he is hating his mother for all such things because she is doing it without any kind of announcement. So he has put up a warning on the door. You must have seen people place some tags on the doors giving a kind of information, a warning, sort of like he has placed knock before you enter. And beneath the above instruction is a warning again, my room, love it or hate it. That means if it is untidy also, he is not bothered because he loves his room. Amma sees the notice but behaves as if it is Greek or Latin. She continues to step into my room, unmindful of my privacy. Now, seeing the warning also, Amma is behaving in the same manner as if the notice is in a language, a sort of Greek or Latin, which she is not able to understand, and she continues to step in to his room without a thought in his mind that his young kid is now in a need of a privacy. How can I make her understand that I need privacy? Now, here the narrator is in a confusion that how he would make her mother understand that he needs privacy. It will only be possible. How come? If only she senses the gossamer thin curtain. Now, gossamer means very light and thin curtain that has come up between me and my parents. Now, he feels that if his mother senses the kind of curtain which has come between him and his parents. Now, it's a curtain of thoughts, you can see. It's not a kind of actual curtain, it's just the change of thoughts. Is this what growing up is all about? Now, there's a deep thought in his mind that is this what growing up is all about? A matter of individuality, a snapping of bonds. Now, the word snapping means when there is a sudden break. Okay, a sudden break has come up as he is saying that he needs privacy. That means there is a change in his behavior which has come up in a very different way, in a sudden way, which he himself is not able to understand. Who wants to snap bonds with one parents? Now again, in on contrary, he's saying nobody is happy on breaking up a bond, with one's parents. Not I specially. The very thought makes me cry. Especially narrator is talking about himself that if I think of this also, it makes me cry. Yet I feel I am drawing away from them. But still, he feels that at certain point he feels that he don't want to snap bond with his parents because that very thought makes him feel cry, but still he is feeling that he is being driven away from his parents. Now why these thoughts are coming up, we'll continue in our next video. Today we'll end up here only. You go through the chapter till the content we have read and go through the difficult words which I have explained by the explanation. For any queries, let me know in the feedback in our WhatsApp group. Till then, thank you, class.